I got a minute to talk about solving speaker problems. So I get to Champagne Sports Resort. I did gigs in Joburg. I drove through. I got there about 8 o'clock at night, and I'm walking past those people who have been there. I'm walking past Monk's Cowl, and there are these two veteran entertainers. And again, I don't want to knock these entertainers. They are South African, like they are as old as and as stable and as great as pure South African. And I looked at them, and they were about to go on stage, and their intro music was actually playing, and they were obviously in the foyer or the whatever that thing is outside. And I've got my bags and I'm walking in. The reason why I focused on them was because the one had left the other one's microphone on stage, but she needed to walk in singing. But the intro music had already played and everybody was looking, so she had to now walk in, and she was now cucking him out about why the mic. Anyway, so I looked at it, and anyway, I looked at them and I looked at it and I thought to myself, there is no way that this audience is going to like this. I think they haven't married the correct people for the audience. And I put my bags down to watch. And anyway, she managed to walk onto stage, got the microphone, and to my shock and amazement, I was wrong, 100% wrong. The audience lapped them up. They were in the aisles. The guys catered there until I don't know what time. First example. Next example, there was a hypnotist, and the hypnotist had no stage presence. His act wasn't that good. And I looked and when you cringe, and I'm thinking, there's no way. I mean, this audience, again, to see your manager or somebody in your office hopping around a stage like a bullfrog, obviously is very funny to certain people in certain companies. And he knocked it out the park. And the third example, there was a magician who I also thought was terrible. But when he got on stage, the one or two things that he did do, the audience warmed to him. Whereas I'd seen that same guy bomb at another audience. You see where I'm going with this? That old thing of horses for courses. Sometimes you can find some speakers who actually can talk to different levels. Those are the great speakers, the ones that can go into a factory and literally speak to factory workers, and from there go to an Investec boardroom and speak at that level. They're very rare to find, but you can find those speakers who can actually do that. But here's the important thing, and here's the lesson on this one. Make sure you marry the correct speaker with the correct audience. Because sometimes you might think, well, that won't work. And that's you judging. Unless you know the audience and unless you know where they're at and what time it's going to be at and all that type of stuff. So what I'm trying to get at is try not to limit your choices, but be careful of your choices. Because if you choose the right person or the right people, the right entertainers, it's actually going to fly. If you choose the wrong ones, you can do more damage than actual good. Okay? So message simple. Horses for courses. Sometimes when you think things won't work, they do. Sometimes you think they do and they won't. It takes years of experience. And remember, I can't stress enough, get testimonials, and the best way to get a speaker is word of mouth referrals. Okay? Word of mouth. If somebody highly recommends, those are the speakers to actually go get. All right? Hey, hope that helped. Hope that solved the problem. Now get to work.